in the heart of an African pride lands. No, okay, for real.
In the heart of the African pride lands lies a tale as old as time, where sibling rivalry and the thirst for power ignite a chain of events that will forever alter the fate of a kingdom.
Hey y'all, it's Courtney Bree or Coco Bree, whichever you would like to call me, and welcome to episode 1 of Blank Slate, a series where I get into cosplay and discuss the origins of that character. Okay, let's jump right in because today we're going to talk about Scar, the iconic Disney villain from The Lion King. Okay, so there are actually a few different scenarios of how Scar got his scar. The first scenario comes from a book called A Tale of Two Brothers. Now this book was released in 1994 and it was part of a 6-book collection called The Lion King 6 New Adventures. The books came out after the movie, but Scar's story from the book was considered canon until the live action came out in 2019, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the video. So y'all, in A Tale of Two Brothers, Scar's government name is actually Taka, which translated in Swahili means dirt or rubbish. No wonder Scar was mad. Can you imagine being called dirt or rubbish every day of your life? So anyways, for the remainder of this portion of the video, I'm going to refer to him as Taka so that we don't get confused. So Taka and Mufasa were the sons of King Ahadi. Mufasa was the oldest, so he was next in line to become the king. And it's no surprise Taka was not having it and was like, that spot's for me. I'm coming for your throne. But get this. So during a drought, Taka devised a plan to lure Mufasa to a watering hole to make him look bad in front of King Ahadi. So the story goes, there's this water buffalo named Boma, who was the leader of his herd. And at this watering hole, he and his herd would hog all of the water during the drought. So Taka convinces Mufasa to negotiate with Boma to share the water with the rest of the Pride Lands. Mufasa tries to be tactful, but Taka sneaks up from behind and starts roaring, demanding Boma share the water. Boma, of course, is pissed, and he thinks that King Ahadi has sent his 2 sons to do his bidding. So he starts chasing after Mufasa. Now, while all of that is going on, 3 water buffalo from the herd attack Scar relentlessly. And that's how he ended up getting the scar. Now, it's later said in the book that Taka decided to change his name to Scar because he wanted to remember the mistake that he made. Okay, so the second scenario stems from the Lion Guard. So in the Lion Guard, Scar was actually born under the name Askari, which he's named after one of his ancestors, the original Askari, Askari. For this section, I'm also going to refer to him as Askari. So it's tradition for the second-born child of the royal family to lead the Lion Guard to protect the pride. And as I stated before, Askari was the second-born, so this was his job. Now, Askari was also gifted with this power called the Roar of the Elders, which allowed the great lions of the past to come back and roar alongside him whenever it was used. So one day, Askari is out on solo patrol, and he runs into this random lion. Now, this lion was aware of who Askari was, and he goes up to Askari and it says, "Hey, friend, you should be king instead of Mufasa." Now, Askari was very intrigued by this idea, so he's like leaning into it. Come to find out, it was a setup. Y'all, it was a trap. A cobra comes out of seemingly nowhere and bites Askari in the face. It's also said that the venom from the snake poisoned Askari's mind. Of course, Scar was like, wait, you're clearly an outlier, you gotta go. So basically what happens next is he unalives that lion.
And he does so by using his power of the Roar of the Elders.
He was so proud of himself. So Askari goes back to Mufasa thinking that he's gonna get praise because he has protected the pride and he's done his duty as the leader of the Lion Guard. But Mufasa doesn't give him the response that he expects. It's actually kind of sad because Mufasa just kind of pats him on the head. Good job, Scar. That's how it said that he was given the name Scar. Mufasa basically belittled him. I don't know, man. Scar just be taking L's left and right. Now, the third scenario actually comes from the live action. It's brief, but now it's what people kind of consider canon. So there's a moment where it's just Mufasa and Scar. Mufasa says, "Don't turn your back on me, Scar." And Scar is like, "Oh no, Mufasa, perhaps you shouldn't turn your back on me." And then Mufasa says, "Is that a challenge?" So then Scar says, "I wouldn't dream of challenging you again." Dun dun dun. Because he says again at the end of this sentence, people have now taken that to mean like in some kind of battle that was had off camera that we didn't see, Mufasa was the one who gave him the scar. So I don't know, y'all. What do you think? Which story was the most believable? Which one do you think is the actual origin? Would you watch a prequel? I think it would be iconic. We need a prequel. Disney, we need a prequel. Anywho, here's the final look of my scar. So I actually did a full fun cosplay transition video to be prepared. It's in my shorts, but I'll link it in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm so excited to start this series. I'm always interested in learning about characters and what makes them the way that they are. I have so many more plans. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on all my socials. I'm Coco Bree everywhere. I also have Coco Bree Cosplay on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here. I will see y'all in episode 2. Bye guys.